Yo, what is happening, guys? Undisputed Vlogs here. Today we're back with another Undisputed podcast, and I'm back with Shay, as always. Alright. And, yeah, there's not much to talk about today, so I just gathered some things. So, first off, have you actually had an interesting week this time, or have you just done what you always do?
I've had a sort of like an interesting week in work. I mean, shit happened yesterday with Seagull. That was about it.
With Seagull?
Yeah, it was like they're nesting on the roof to our fucking like warehouse. So then we went out yesterday. Basically it all started with this guy Kyle, and he was out of the box. Seagull swooped down and nearly cut his head off. So then the guy George went out and was like, "What the fuck was that?" And then Brian heard them laughing, so Brian went out, and then I went out for, a smoke, because whenever the boss goes out for a smoke, I'll just go out for a smoke anyways, just because, have to. But then he went out for a smoke, and then he said to me, "Shay, go up there to that box and see what's up." And I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about? I don't trust you. What are you saying to me to do here?" So then I went over to the box, and I saw right laying off, I saw the bird on the top of the roof, and it was squawking at me. It was making that weird noise, the noise. Yeah, and then it looked at me, so then I was like, "Come on, bitch, what are you gonna do, motherfucker?" And then it just came down at me, and I was like, "Oh shit, what the fuck?" So it scared the shit out of me.
I'm used to talking to Smicks!
Yeah, no fucking birds. No, it was fucking, dude, it scared the absolute balls out of me. So, but it was great. It got my heart pumping. It was like whenever Dakota snaps at me, man. It was fucking crazy. But that was my interesting week, and that was a Friday, for fuck's sake, so nothing else happened.
I mean, it's still more interesting, man. I've literally just had a relaxing week, to be fair.
Fair point. Beer in the hands.
I've literally just done the opposite of what I usually do. I haven't been pre-recording a lot. I just decided to take a relaxing week because I needed it, and then obviously I recorded my usuals and I streamed my usuals, but I didn't go overboard, and then I just brainstormed some ideas.
Fair point.
But, yeah. The only thing it's literally going to take like not even a minute probably. The only update on the world that is really interesting is the whole Madeleine McCann thing. And it's, remember they got proof of like the van or something?
Yeah, some dude or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they traced it back to the guy, I'm pretty sure. And then the only thing, I can't remember because I didn't read the full article, but I'm pretty sure they traced it back to the guy. They want to continue the case, blah, blah, but the parents are trying to, like, deny that it leads to any proof. And I just think it's suspicious, because I'm like, any other parent would want to know what happened. I'm like, I already think you guys done it. Now you're just making me think you done it. Like, now you're just making me more positive that you've done it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I kind of like, you're kind of making me just more positive, like, lean towards the fact you done it now more and more each day that you do this shit.
Yeah.
So
I guess that's literally, like, that's legit what I'm thinking. If you're the parents, like, wouldn't you not want, like, proof?
Yeah.
This shit happened, So why are you trying to fucking deny this shit happened? Unless they were dealing with this guy, then that's why they would deny it. So
but
that's the only reason they would deny it.
That's the point. But they're trying to be like, oh, deny it, and then try to like probably stop the case. And I kind of just like, see, I already think you guys done it. I already have a lot of reasons why I think you guys done it, and you just really aren't helping those reasons.
No, fuck.
I'm like, because it's not just me that has those suspicions. I'm like, a lot of other people have the exact same suspicions, and I'm like, you're just making it worse. Yeah. You're just making it worse. But
it's fucking everybody has these suspicions, It's not just, like, everybody knows that it's something to do with the family. Like, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah, so that's literally the only important thing we have to talk about, because the whole Corona thing, it's the same as always. Black Lives Matter thing, same as it was before. They're just ratting and looting and all. I think it's died down a bit, but not much. So then the important part, the part we've all been waiting for. The barbers.
Yeah.
Apparently the barbers are possibly going to be opening on the 4th of July. If the government think that the coronavirus is controlled enough and died down enough to let them open. So I don't think it will open on the 4th of July. I think it'll open at the end of July, because I think that they'll push it back a bit more because they don't feel safe enough, and then they'll open at the end of July.
Yeah.
But I just
That's
want the
fair.
barbers. I'm sorry, I don't want the barbers. I need the barbers. It's like my hair is getting like literally. I wake up and the sides and back literally stand up as well as the top.
Like the fucking scientist crazy guy.
Yeah, like they literally stand up as well as the top. Like it's getting ridiculous.
I wish I had that long of a hair. Like I am not. Like I said this to you before, and I said this to my mum and dad. My mum says to me, "Yeah, let's see how long that fucking lasts." But I'm not going to go to the barbers for like another whole fucking year and a bit. You know, because like I just want this to fucking grow.
You shouldn't have shaved your head then.
I know, but here's the thing, right? I saw lockdown as a perfect opportunity to do what I've wanted to do for 4 years now, since 2016, was to shave all of my hair off, but then I've also wanted to grow my hair out.
Exactly.
So then I was like, shave it off and grow it out, you know what I mean? So then, kill two birds with one stone.
Well, not really.
So I'm going to grow it. Well, sort of.
Because you shave your hair and your hair ain't gonna get as long as mine for about a year.
I know.
And mine's not that long compared to what it could be.
Well, yeah, I mean, it takes, what is it? It grows a half inch every month.
Yeah,
So
my
it'll
hair
be
grows really
6
fast.
inches a year.
Like my hair
Yeah,
grows
something like
fast
that.
as shit. Like
Yeah.
literally, I haven't been to the barbers in 3 months, and you've seen the state of it. The longest I haven't been to a barbers is 5 months before, and I literally remember like, you could have turned me upside down and used my head as a mop.
Fuck.
Like you could have.
Nice.
Like the fringe was just down. But hopefully they open because I really want my haircut.
Also,
I really want my haircut.
also the fucking the gyms and stuff. Flax posted on their Facebook page.
Oh yes.
that they'd be opening 8th or something of July or whatever the fuck. But I'm just like, dude, thank God for that.
How are they working it though?
I have no idea.
I saw a gym in, I think it was, no, actually might be, I don't know if it was in England or America or whatever, but I saw a gym. It was really fucking, it was very smart, very cool. So basically, do you know where you go in, and do you know the way there's like different parts you can work out in?
Yeah.
Do you know the way, say, there's a bike machine, like a cycle machine?
Yeah.
You, instead of like just being out in the open, it has like these plastic, do you know what, you ever see like a see-through water coat, like a plastic just coat, like see-through?
Oh, like a poncho sort of.
Yes, like a plastic poncho, but it's not obviously a poncho because it's not to wear. But like it's this plastic thing, and they have it in a square, and you zip it up and down, and you go inside, and you cycle on your bike. You can bring weights in, but you're within that little square capsule. And then there's a person that's, I think there's about a 2 meter gap, and then there's another wee square capsule, and it has another machine in it, and then you can bring weights in, but you can't work out outside. You have to bring the weights into that wee capsule and do it. So you can like still work out, you still go to the gym. I don't know if that's in America or England or something, but I remember I saw it and I'm like, that's a really smart idea. Because the only problem is, when someone uses a machine, you might have to disinfect it because obviously it can pass. But like, as long as they're more than 6 feet away from each other, as long as they're not standing beside each other, literally breathing on each other, well then that's the biggest problem solved. Now you just have to find out how do we clean the machines quick enough. But to clean the machines is the least of the worries because it's more obviously at risk if they're beside each other. But I thought that was really cool. It's a really smart idea. And I never thought that any gym would ever think of that, if I'm being honest.
Just working out the fucking bubble. Nice.
And then,
That's cool though.
have you seen the new Dead by Daylight update?
No, I haven't played it.
Silent Hill, oh, it's so sick. Me,
Are the
Cameron.
servers better?
Yes, actually.
Are they? Sweet.
Me, to be fair, I think you're the reason the servers won't be good.
What the fuck? Why me?
Oh, shut up. No, I think you're the reason. Because when me and Daniel queue up, two of us, it's fine. When me, Daniel, and Cameron queue up, it's not as good, but it's fine. But when me, you, Cameron, and Daniel queue up, it's not as good. And I said to Daniel, I think the reason is because whenever it's searching for a game, hang on, right, I closed some skeleton, so can't hear the dog anymore. So anyway, no, whenever me and Daniel queue up, it's fine. When me, Cameron queue up, it's fine. When me, Daniel, Cameron queue up, it's fine. But when you come into a picture, it's a problem. And I think it's because the way me and Cameron are basically the same rank, it puts us into the higher rank lobbies.
Right.
Daniel's close to us, so it puts us in the middle lobbies. But because me and Cameron are the highest two, I'm the highest rank then Cameron, but Cameron's like 2 levels off me. Daniel is close to us, and then you're way up at rank 20. It struggles to put us in a lobby where it's fair because it doesn't want to put you in a lobby with a high killer because you're a low rank, and it doesn't want to put us in a lobby with a low rank killer because then it's not fair on the killer.
Fair.
So you're the problem.
You know, I'm level 15. The fuck, you know. It takes
Yeah,
me
but
ages,
that's low. It's like if I've literally been put because whenever Daniel got set back to 20, I remember I was like 10, and was it me, Cameron, and Daniel played, and it put us in one of Daniel's lobbies, which was ranked 20, and me, Cameron, and Daniel just bullied that killer.
Fuck.
Like, we properly, like, bullied that killer, because he was a rank 20, and he wasn't obviously big on the game, he didn't know how to play it properly, and he didn't know tactics, and we bullied the shit out of him.
Like
and we didn't even mean to, we just run for him.
Right.
What?
Kind of like how kind of like how you used to to me when I was the killer.
Yes.
Exactly.
To be fair, I done it to everyone. It's like whenever I was a killer, I bullied Cameron.
4 points.
just cause.
That was great. I hated being
But I enjoyed being the killer, but I prefer. Well, to be fair, in custom games, I liked being the killer because it was just funny because I just kept fucking with Cameron. But in actual things, I'm not big on being the killer. No, but the new DLC. Exactly. No, the new DLC, it's so fucking sick because it's literally like No, wait, you've never seen Silent Hill, I assume?
No. I remember you talking about it though.
Why is no one these days know good horror movies?
It was the 2006, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was so fucking far ahead of its time. It is one of the best horror movies I've ever fucking seen. And Cameron watched it, and Cameron agrees with me, and I go, you see, this is why I watch older horror movies, because they're better.
Fair.
It's like, this older horror movies are so much better. But it got brought in, and there's this big pyramid head guy, and he's literally, like, he's a big, tall, muscular fucker, and he has this big, giant, like, sword, like, knife, and he has literally a pyramid on his head.
Right.
And he literally chases you, and oh my god, he's so fucking sick. But then you get the Silent Hill map, which is within the school, and it's so good because it's just, it actually looks like the actual school from the movies and the game. And like, you walk in, it's the classrooms and shit that's all beaten down. One perk I really like thought was cool, they put a lot of detail into it. I thought this was cool. It scared the shit out of me. Like, we spawn in the Silent Hill map, right?
Yeah.
And I spawn in the bathroom.
Okay.
When I was in the bathroom, I was obviously trying to find my way, because this was the first... No, I still wasn't familiar with the map, because it's probably like the second, third time we got put into it. So I was literally walking, and I was looking way around the bathroom, and I heard from, like, behind me. And I stopped, and I'm like, did I hear crying? And I goes to Daniel, I was like, where are you? Because I had Bond on, and I was like, come here, come in the bathroom. And then he goes, what? And I goes, stand here. And he stood there, and I goes, did you hear that? And he goes, did I hear fucking crying? And I'm like, that's what I said! And then we literally looked in the stalls, and then there was a closed stall, and I walked right up to it, and I literally listened, and I heard the crying. And I didn't know why, like, it didn't click in my head, because I didn't watch Silent... I watched Silent Hill 2 nights ago, for the first time in probably about 4 years. So I didn't remember every detail about the movie, but I remember the most important parts.
Yeah.
But this was an important part I forgot. And then I literally remembered after the map. I'm like, shit, I know why that was there. I was like, in the movie, because obviously the girl that dies in it, she's being bullied, and she goes into the bathroom, and then there's a janitor, and you can already assume what happens, right? Yeah, but then she's crying in the stall in one of the scenes, and I realised, and I'm like, that's part of the movie. I'm like, how did I not click on? Because I'm like, she cries in the stall in the movie, I'm pretty sure she does it in the game, and I goes, and she done it in that, and I goes, that's, obviously the context is not good, and I goes, but that's a really cool feature, because I just noticed it. I just noticed, because that's the only stall. All the other stalls, the doors are open, broken down, but it's the end stall. You can't go into it no matter what you do. You can't look over it, you can't look under it. And it's literally just, you can't get into it. And I just thought that was really cool. And then, I can't remember if this... But in the bathroom, I'm pretty sure that there was this guy that he was like, he had no barbed wire around him.
Yeah.
And he was like, he was fucked. But I don't know if they meant to do this, but in the movie, the janitor that done that, he gets punished, and she punished him. She literally wraps his feet to the back of his head with barbed wire going through his eyes. Like, the barbed wire goes round his eyes, round his feet, and he's literally, like, no barbed wire all around.
Yeah.
And he's hanging in the bathroom. It's not the exact same as the movie, but I was there like, is that supposed to be do with the movie as well, the janitor? Because I'm like, that is really fucking cool if it is. Like, that's a really cool detail.
Science gross.
But like, yeah, it is, but it's awesome at the same time. It's the type of gross that is awesome. But, no, you need to, whenever you're next on it, we need to get Pyramid Head on the Silent Hill map, which is so cool.
Fair point.
Like, obviously, I had high expectations because I'm a big fan of the movies.
Yeah.
So, I thought it was really cool. But,
It's fair.
yeah, but you definitely need to play it. It's so fucking cool.
Cool. I will
And
try.
then, literally, what?
I will play it like.
Sweet. And then literally the last thing I just decided, because people were sending me like questions and answers, no questions. So I was like, fuck it, we'll do a Q&A to end off the podcast.
Yeah.
It is so warm in here, like we've done before.
Yeah.
So, oh my god, it is roasting. So, do a Q&A.
Okay.
We'll just go back and forth, like you answer one first, and then I'll answer it, and I answer one first, and then you answer.
Alright.
We'll just do it like that. So, let me get them up here. Okay, there they are. They're in my YOLO. Remember, you can go to the description below and go to my YOLO for any video ideas or questions or whatever. So,
Shameless
Right.
plug.
what?
Shameless
I mean,
plug.
well, this is where I got them from. So I'm just telling you, if you have questions, go to YOLO. If you have video ideas, if you don't want to comment them on the video, go to YOLO. I prefer you to comment them on the video, but just go to YOLO.
Fair point.
So, first question. If you could have the answer, this is an interesting one. I'm glad I picked you to go first. If you could have the answer to one thing in the universe, what would it be and why?
Oh,
I kind of feel like I know this already. Like for you.
For me?
Yeah, I feel like I already know your answer. Because it's, if you could have the answer to one thing in the universe, what would it be and why?
Fuck, as a thing to think about.
I thought you would have had your answer quickly. I mean, I did.
I'm thinking time travel, like, but oh,
Well, that would only be, is time travel real?
or is it possible?
'Cause
And
it's-
like, how are
Yeah,
you able
it's-
to do it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but you wouldn't be able to do it. You would just get the answer for it.
Well then, parallel universes, do they exist? Do aliens exist? Do you know?
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that's two. That's two questions.
Well, yeah.
You only have one.
Like aliens, then the aliens
But
exist.
you already know what mine is. What happens after death? You already know.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that what happens after death or reincarnate. Am I right?
Like there's so many questions that you would ask as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
no, like that's the number one. My second one would probably be. Yeah, my second one would probably be parallel universes / aliens. Either one of those.
Yeah.
Is the Earth flat? Ooh, no, I just.
No, it's
How would you know?
Because I've seen
Exactly. Uh huh.
it in the game.
Oh, it's circular on the globe, so why would it not be circular in real life?
It's not
Well,
circular.
your penis is
spherical.
your penis is big in the pic, but it's 2 inches in real life.
Ah.
No,
Oh, it's like the dick that's on your ceiling.
yeah, it's over there now. No, definitely I would choose the paranormal activity one. The fucking what happens after death.
Oh fuck yeah, I would choose that.
100%. 100%. I'd all actually know. Then after that, aside the aliens, I'd have to ask, is God real? Because I want to know. I'm like, am I right or am I wrong? Because you never know.
Fair point.
Then we'll go. I don't even know who answered. Did I answer that before you? Because you were taking a while.
No, I answered it, and then you answered it.
No. What was your favorite video to record? I'll let you say this one because you have lesser videos that you're in, obviously. So I'll let you say yours, and then I'll say mine, I guess.
Oh shit! I've been no, I'm thinking because I've been in like loads that are really fun. It's hard to.
Don't count the podcast because they're not really videos.
No, I know that. Oh shit!
You see, I'm actually gonna see if I can get like a few up here so I can remind you.
No, fuck. No, I know what one is my favorite. Like what like 2 or 3 are my favorite. But like fuck.
Well, then just name the 2 or 3. You don't have to put them in a specific order. Again, he said they said what was your favorite video to record. I don't feel like they'll mind if you answer like 2 or 3, because that's to be honest, I prefer that answer than 1.
Fair point.
So,
well, Undisputed Jeopardy. I like that.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun.
That
was a good one. Also, the spelling bee. That was epic. I loved that shit because you just bullied me the whole fucking time.
So funny. That was so funny. Spell your name like as in like my name Shay, or like your name. Do you want me to use it in a sentence? Yes, please. Like I said, please spell your name.
Yeah, like fucking hell. Oh, that was.
I had to do it to someone, and I think I can't even remember. But you like said something before anybody else, and I'm like, right. I didn't want to target Brandon because I know Brandon struggles to spell like myself.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't want to target him. I was like, Slay. I couldn't really bully him because he just wouldn't care, and I'm like, Sohail's too nice to bully. I'm like, I couldn't bully Sohail. I feel bad because he's too nice. I'm like, so you were like the one person. I'm like, Shay would give the best triggered reaction.
I didn't like it. I took everything to heart, bro. It sucked. I thought we were friends afterwards. I went home and cried, man.
Well, to be fair, whenever this is all over, we'll do a second part, and you are being the host, so you can bully me back.
Sweet.
Alright, so what is your third, though?
Third has got to be the Carolina Reaper pepper, wasn't it, that we did? Or was it pepper?
Yeah. It was the Carolina Reaper. I done the Ghost Pepper with brown.
Yeah, I get confused between them because they're all peppers, but this is like that one. I've vomited so much in your bucket. I'm sorry for that.
You didn't actually. You only spat on the tiniest bit.
Oh, really? I thought I vomited in it. I was like, shit.
No.
Well, fuck, fair point. I was sitting there with the like shivers going, and all that shit.
I know you were.
Fuck. You don't tell me to shut
it's
up.
hot. No, it's fucking hard because like I've obviously every single video on my channel I've been in, so I don't know like I have a few, to be fair. Out of the ones, I'll narrow it down.
Okay.
Out of the ones that we've all been in.
Yeah.
See, it's awkward because out of the ones like just me and you, it was probably the Spice Roulette because that was just fun.
Oh yeah.
Out of the ones, it was just me and Brandon. I can't remember which episode, but it was one of the dark sides of YouTube. Slay, out of me and Slay, it was when we reacted to his TikToks. When it was all of us, it was my favourite probably was the YouTube Jeopardy. But then by myself, my favourite by far was the 24 skills in 24 hours. And I think, in my personal opinion, I think the 24 skills in 24 hours is the best video on my channel. Like, whenever it comes to actual content, like entertaining and just being a good video, I think that's the best video on my channel, if I'm being honest. That's my personal opinion. So, solo, it would be that. But everyone together, the YouTube Jeopardy. But like I said, then it's Brandon Darkside, you Spice Roulette, Slay, reacting to his TikToks. But my favourite two would be the YouTube Jeopardy and the 24 skills. Because the 24 skills, I learned a lot.
Yeah.
I had fun because I went, instead of just sitting playing the PlayStation, I went for it the whole day, doing different things. And like I said, I learned things, and it was just fun. Like, it was just, it's the best video on my channel, in my personal opinion.
Fair point.
So, what is one skill you wish you could master? The ability to make a woman come. No. No.
Oh, I'm sorry, that was on
A skill you wish you could master? I don't know what classes is a skill. Editing, probably. Like, proper editing, just because it would benefit me the most. I don't know. Like, I would love to do a backflip, but that's not helpful at all. Like, I would love to be able to do a backflip, but like, well, I mean, I could use it in a video, but then I'll backflip once in a video and I'll never do it again. Where, like, editing, if I mastered editing, like, say I became the greatest editor on the planet.
Yeah.
I could literally do anything with any type of editing software. Aside my YouTube, I could edit for other people and earn more money.
Fair.
And if I was a master at editing, I would be able to do it faster than others by doing a better quality than others as well. I'd be able to do a better quality and do it faster, so I would get paid more and get more jobs.
Fair point.
Nice. But a backflip would be cool.
Yeah, I'd love to do a backflip. I would say mine would be the ability to freestyle.
That'll
Yeah.
be answer to yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah.
That would be
I
entertaining.
would love that because like the words like say
Like you'd be better than it. You'd be like the level of Eminem because this is talking about you master that skill. So you'd be the level of Eminem because I think Eminem has mastered freestyle.
fair point.
So
Yeah, because like I would love to be able to freestyle. Like say you put like say famous, you know, Tom McDonald. I'd say you put that in front of me, I can sing that, but like I can rap that and shit, but I can't.
yeah,
And I could even the chorus took me ages to be able to rap, but I was like I'm able to do it now, but it's just freestyling is hard because I'm not good at like I'm not good at like I can't remember the word for it, but I'm not good at
going
like
acapella.
no, I'm not good at like giving comebacks to people in general, you know, and thinking it up on the spot. So like, but even doing that and rhyming shit is hard.
Right. So yes, the camera cut out as it always does. But so you said the one skill you could master was what again? Sorry.
Freestyle.
Freestyle. Yes. So yeah. So mine would be editing because it would help me. His would be freestyle because actually, you know what? That could benefit me as well if you could freestyle because good video.
Freestyle each other.
What's the next one? What is a positive? Okay. What is it? I'm gonna assume you said outcome. What is a positive outcome? Right. You know what? I'm just gonna assume you said thing. What is a positive thing that has come from the whole COVID-19 pandemic? Do you want to answer this first? Do you want to answer first? Do you want me to answer first?
You answer first. When I think about this.
Okay, right. For me personally, I thought the whole thing with the NHS was probably the best because a lot of people actually realised how much they do. Instead of just thinking that you just walk in the hospital and you magically walk out better, because a lot of people seem to have thought that. People actually realize how much work they done. They got a lot more appreciation, and I would like to hope after this whole thing they get like a bunch of raise, and like they get a lot of money for being on the front line during this whole thing. But I think the best part was people from all over the UK, even all over the world, but mainly I'm talking about the UK. Even people that hated each other, they all agreed on something for once in their life. They all agreed on something, which was that they wanted to support the NHS. Whether it was Catholic, Protestant, whether they were racist, whether they were not, they all agreed that they wanted the NHS. Like they think the NHS deserved better. And yeah, they weren't like friends, but they were all on the same page. They all agreed, and I thought that was pretty cool because now it's not going to help a lot, but at least some people will learn to actually appreciate more things. Because if you have not learned to appreciate things more after this whole thing, I don't know what the fuck is going to let you appreciate shit more. Like, I really don't. That's my personal opinion. It's just the fact people appreciate shit more, and we actually all agreed on the same thing for once, instead of everybody just being at each other's throats. Everybody was on the same page. We didn't have to like each other, but we were all on the same page.
Fair point.
So I thought that was cool.
That's a good one.
What's yours?
I was thinking there, it's kind of sort of based off of the last thing that you said, but it's, you know, I was thinking there before you started speaking it. It was how it's changed. The best outcome I would say of it, but how it affected my life. So it's for me was the fact that like before all of this happened, you know, like personally I would like take shit for granted, you know, so much. Unbelievably, like I would take my mates for granted, I would take my family for granted, I would take fucking going to the shop and having the freedom to go out and drink and having freedom to do everything. I would take all that shit for granted, you know, and now whenever it's stripped away from you and you don't have it, you do learn to fucking appreciate what you got more, you know. So now I'm not taking anything for granted, you know, and it's like every time I get to spend with my mates, it's great, you know, because maybe someday I won't have that, you know, like I don't have it right now. So, you know, learn to just, that's what the best outcome has happened for me, is I've learned to just appreciate shit more and not take everything in my life for granted. Like the fucking
Exactly.
barbers and the gym and shit.
Yeah,
I took that for
even
granted so much.
even the barbers, like oh
Yeah.
my god, even the so little, like the barbers, like it's just
Exactly.
because
The
realistically,
fucking
don't
gym,
need my
like,
haircut. You never have to cut your hair, but I really want to, and I don't have that luxury because the barbers isn't an essential; it's a luxury.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Like going out, it's a luxury. It's not an essential; it's a luxury.
Exactly.
But yeah, good answer. Um, when are you going to record in person again? I don't know. I don't know.
I want to so bad, bro.
Because we were supposed to record today, and I can't tell you what video because I'll ruin it in case we do record it soon. But we were supposed to record a video or two today, but I needed more people than just Shay, and those people are not reliable, and yet again, they have not come through as reliable, so there will be no video recorded. But we can't record like YouTube Jeopardy, Shark Tank, and all that anytime soon. Like I can guarantee you, none of them will be recorded again within this year. Like even though we're only halfway, I can guarantee you that none of them will be recorded or uploaded in this year. So everything that's done for the rest of this year and probably the first half of 2021 is going to have to be outside. It sucks, but it's going to have to be. But hopefully soon, and hopefully at least every 2 weeks, like we done before, we could get a new video. I've been sitting brainstorming ideas. I have about 30 ideas of outside like things. People have been commenting, giving me different ideas. Yeah, so it should be very soon, but I can't give you a specific date if I'm being honest with you, because I don't know. But there's no. Oh, just as we were talking about it earlier, is there going to be a part 2 of 24 skills in 24 hours? Say to be honest, I was really thinking that this is the perfect time for me to pitch it to Shay, because I haven't mentioned it to Shay. So I was actually thinking that because obviously I done the first one, which is 24 skills, 24 hours, and the skills that I did do, I would have to tick off because there's no point in me attempting to learn them again, as you've all watched the video, so there'd be no point because then it would just be skills where I learned, and the point is to learn the skill. But yes, what I was thinking is I'd have to come up with a whole new list, and it's going to be awkward, but it probably won't happen, but it's a possibility. Whenever this whole thing eases off and we can hang about more frequently, that do a group 24 skills 24 hours, which we all try to learn that, so it's like not just focused on me. It's like, say Shay was interested in it, say Slay was interested in it. Like if you're in your house and you're trying to learn a new skill, you record that, but whenever we're out we try to learn the skill together or whatever. So like say, I don't know, you learn, I'm going to say football because I know I can do most basketball skills, so I'm going to say football. Say you learn how to do, I don't know, half pitch crossbar. That's probably near enough impossible. But like say you do that. Yeah, so like say we all attempt to do that, it would be like filming us all and then we would tick it off if like say I achieved it, Shay didn't, or Shay achieved it, I didn't. Like that, but it would be a group version instead of just me. Because I think that would be sick, but it would be hard to do.
Yeah.
But what would you think of doing that?
I would love to do that.
But I'd have to tick off ones like... Or actually, we could always... I could always have the same list and have the ones that I didn't do, which I'm going to do anyway, and then the ones that I did do, give to yous, and I'll make up new ones by myself or whatever.
Oh, for yeah.
Like, or whatever like that. Because then you get an opportunity to learn the ones that I did. Because it is fun, because you just learn new stuff. Like, I learned, what was it? I think I learned about 13 skills in one day, and I literally felt like that was the most productive day I've had in a long fucking time, just because I learned so much. Like, 24 hours is like a very short time, but I learned so much, and there's so many skills that I still didn't get the chance to, like, have a go at.
Yeah.
But, and then we'll do one more here. Who's the top 3 greatest entertainers of all time? Actors / comedians, etc. Why did I have to pick that one for the last? That's a hard fucking... All time? Damn! Like, that's... Shit.
I have my 3
That's like
anyways.
actors / comedians. What?
Yeah, I've got my 3 anyways. I think.
Okay. Go for it.
No, let's see, it's kind of hard because you're thinking like of all time, but anyway, it's just in your opinion, you know? I would say actors / comedians, Jake Gyllenhaal, because obviously, because he is my favorite fucking actor ever.
Okay.
So yeah, and then Gabriel Iglesias. You know him talking about Fluffy.
Yeah, obviously I know what you're talking about.
Yes, cool, because he is my favorite comedian ever. I just think he's fucking great. He's hilarious with the way he does his like fucking impressions of like women and big Wookiees and shit. You know, he's class. And then Tom McDonald, man. You know, he's great. He's my favorite. That's who my 3 is.
Fair enough. No, out of mine, Tom McDonald is definitely up there. No offense. Like,
Perfect.
Tom McDonald is one of my favourite. He is nowhere near one of the greatest. Like, if I'm not going to dare say Tom McDonald is better than Eminem, because I'm not going to disrespect Eminem's name. I love Tom McDonald. Love him as a guy. Love his music. But when it comes to skill, I'm sorry, Eminem is up there. And that's no disrespect, because I just think Eminem is top 3 all-time rappers with Biggie and Tupac. Like, I just don't... It's like Dax. Love Dax. Would not put Dax anywhere near Eminem, because it's all time. It's not my favourite. It's who I think's the most talented, and I'm not choosing Tom McDonald. No offense to him. Like, I love Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart is not the greatest comedian of all time. Like, if we're talking about... This is the ones that I'd say. Dwayne Johnson is definitely up there. Dwayne Johnson has never been one of my favourite. Well, he is one of my favourite, but he's not high up there. But it's the fact that he's acted. He can act the tough guy. He can act the funny guy. He can wrestle. Like, he can even sing in anime. He can act in anime movies. He can act in action movies. He can act in comedy movies. Like I said, he's wrestled on main stages. He's one of the best wrestlers of all time. Like, he's literally the definition of an entertainer. He ticks every single box that there is to tick. Like, literally every single box that there is ticked, Dwayne Johnson ticks it. Like I said, he's not in my top 3 favourite all time. But if you're asking greatest, Dwayne Johnson is probably number 1. Because he ticks every fucking box. And I don't know who else has ever done that. When it comes to actor, it would be... It's between 2, honestly. No, actually, it's between 3. It's between Adam Sandler, Jim Carrey, and Robin Williams. Because they all just ticked so many boxes. And they all just do everything. Adam Sandler literally could act in and make any movie funny. Except for his new movies. His new movies aren't that good. But like, any movie in his prime, he could just make fun. He could take a fucking movie about, I don't know, a fucking dog dam, and he would still make it. He would somehow make that funny. He would somehow make that funny. He would fucking... Then you got Robin Williams. Robin Williams could just play so many characters. Adam Sandler could do so many impressions. Then you get Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey just ticks so many boxes. Jack Nicholson is another one. Jack Nicholson is just amazing. But it's like, greatest of all time would be Dwayne The Rock Johnson, because he ticks more boxes than anybody else, and nobody, in my opinion, comes even close to ticking as many boxes as him. I'll probably say Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey and Robin Williams. I'm just gonna have to stuff them all in there, all those 4, but definitely The Rock. And I don't think The Rock's touchable, just with how much he's achieved, because like I've said, he can act in comedy movies, can act in action movies, can act in animated movies. He's literally held the wrestling world title many times. He's even sung in anime movies. He can sing. So it's like he was good in the ring wrestling, and he was good on the mic. Like, literally, he just ticks every single box. Like, there's not a box that The Rock does not tick.
Okay.
Like, literally. So I just don't think it's comparable, if I'm being perfectly honest. But no, it's like the whole Tom McDonald thing. Tom McDonald's one of my favourites, but he's definitely, like... It would be disrespectful to say he's better than Eminem by putting him in the greatest. Like, I'm not saying that, because he's not better than Eminem. He's not better than Biggie. He's not better than Tupac. Like, he's just not.
Yeah.
It's like, I like Dax. It's like, if I put Dax up there, it's not happening. I love Jordan Lucas. I'm not putting Jordan Lucas up there.
Yeah.
Because it's like, it's all time. This is the top 3 all time. This is for every single century in the world. Like, from the start of the world till now. This is covering all categories. Acting, music, comedy, all of that. He's just not up there. He just hasn't done enough.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't personally think he will ever do enough, because it's such a high bar. Because like I said, like, Eminem could physically do everything. Like, I just didn't count, like, musicians and shit, because I just didn't want to count musicians. Because technically you said actors and comedians, etc., but I just took the actors and comedians and done that. But That's my opinion. It's like Gabriel Iglesias. He's one of the funniest people, but he's not like he can make me laugh, but can he act in a horror movie and do it well? Probably not. Which means he's not. He's a good comedian.
Yeah.
He's a good entertainer in the comedy aspect, but he's not a good all around entertainer, like The Rock is. If you get what I mean, and that's why I just don't think The Rock's touchable. But that's my opinion. I don't know who the fucking greatest musician of all time is. So fuck knows, to be honest. KSI. No, I don't know. Like, it's just, that's a hard one, because it's like, if you ask me, like, who's the greatest rapper of all time, it sparks debate, because it's Tupac, Biggie, Eminem, because Tupac and Biggie started off rap and they're amazing, but then Eminem can freestyle better than them, but then he can freestyle faster than them, but then they can freestyle some bars lyrically better, and it's just, it all sparks a debate, to be honest. But that's my opinion. That's my top. I'll say The Rock at number 1, and then followed by Adam Sandler, Robin Williams, and Jim Carrey, because I just think that they tick so many boxes. But I don't know. If I had more time to think about it, maybe change it. But The Rock's definitely there, because, like I said, he can do everything, and he can do everything. Not only can he do everything, he can do everything to a high level.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like he just does everything. He does it to a high level, which I've never seen anybody ever do. So that's why it's just so impressive, because I remember I never used to like him that much in the wrestling, and I became more of a fan of him. But even if you don't like him, you gotta respect him. Like, fuck, this guy's fucking talented. He can do anything. This guy could play God in a movie. Like, literally, this guy could play God in a movie.
This guy could play Morgan Freeman, who is God anyways.
Oh yeah, the greatest narrator voice of all time, Morgan Freeman. Not even close. Not even close.
Dude, it's not even a fucking contest. Like, he's the only narrator voice ever. You know, he's great.
Yeah, it's like he's amazing. But yeah, no, that's my opinion. But that's all there is some more questions, but there's probably, like, I literally looked down them, and it looks like there's about 15, 20 more. So what we might do at the end of every podcast, we might answer 3 questions at an end. We might start doing that to just get those out of the way and answer, like, 3 total questions. That's not that much, and that will probably take about 5 to 7 minutes. But yes, as always, hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, comment down below if you have any ideas for podcasts, videos, doesn't matter, whether it's challenge videos or anything like that. If you have any ideas for me to do by myself or me to do outside with other people, smash the subscribe button. If you haven't already, check out my TikTok, other YouTube channel, Undisputed Gamer, my Twitch, all linked in the description, my YOLO linked in the description. Check out Sheas links that are also in the description. Yeah, as always, like I said, hope you guys enjoyed. I've been Undisputed, that's been Shay. Love y'all, stay positive, and peace.
Peace.